I'm not just in one place. I come from, Nigeria, I'm in Belgium. So I'm constantly traveling in my head, imagining my future. Yeah, it's not bad. So I don't really need like a big, huge space. And a lot of the work has been done like on the floor, scaling out things, writing out stuff. It's about understanding the world, observing, understanding, listening.
Otobong Nkanga is a fantastic artist, a sculptor of the flow, a sculptor of process, a sculptor of metamorphosis.
Her work has always concerned itself with examination, if you like, but also evocation of some of the great issues that have dominated historical and political life and economic life in Africa over the last 100 years or more.
And one of the dominant themes that runs through her work is about the relationship and the shifting relationships between people and the environment, exploitative extraction, and ways to think of repair and care.
And that for me was very crucial, that the place in which I take out all these materials should be the place where things should be. There should be something that constantly is giving back into that space.
We then established the farm in Nigeria.
Okay.
We can work with the kinds of plants in the region. I'm thinking about regenerative means for the soil. And as an artist, you wake up in the morning, you have to just make work, you have to think, you have to, you're an artist for life. It's in you. Is that oil?
Yeah. It's her use of material that's really attractive to me. Thinking about material as a signifier, thinking about material as an opportunity to think about narrative. She does it in a way that's wildly rewarding and also really quite ambitious.
What I find fascinating about textile is that you can tell stories in multiple ways, but there's something that has been linked to our skin over time, or are linked to our histories. I wanted something quite sculptural. You have volumes and it's not just this flat material. We are at the Textile Museum. There's a lab where you make tapestry, anything that has to do with textile braiding, all those things with yarns. The tapestry I'm making now is going to MoMA. This is my design, for example. It's two things coming to create a form. So you can pull and open and sculpt it, and once you start moving that, then you start creating the unevenness here. And it becomes brighter and this part darker, so you can actually start sculpting the work. We're good to go.
All right, so we're going up now.
Okay. Oh my God. I'm sweating. All of a sudden, I'm having like a flush. The form is not totally 100% me. The people I work with push me in a certain direction that I would never think of.
So at the end of the day, we create something that both of us are completely astonished about.
I love words and all that, but writing, the only thing I can write is poetry, because I feel free in poetry. Bound by ties of toxic fluids, nerves inflamed, mood swings high on untamed tide.
A voice is sculptural. So if I go with my voice, it is forming and shaping. And you can even shape it even more from going from
What is the work meant to do in Texas, and how can it have a life? That's what I was thinking here. So when you're looking at it, if we're looking at top view.
We've never had an artist who did everything here on site, creating the work in the gallery.
So we have to add more glue.
My idea for this exhibition was to work with materials that come from here,
Herbs, seeds, and plants. The rope is like a thing that holds and carries others, a kind of seamless flow.
Stones contain a lot of information of time. I found it really important to be able to dig through that and make this carving within it that shows also the layering of the stone itself. The stone is a rusty, brownish, reddish tone. I think the sculpture shows those variations of tones that are in the landscape.
And at the same time, when you walk through the space, to have the smell. So it reminds you or triggers your memories about things or a specific time or a specific event. So it's a sculpture that is meant to trigger that memory or to create a new experience now. Yeah. It's going in its direction, it's flowing.